Climate Action Summit ongoing in Nairobi, which is a key preparation forum ahead of the COP30 set to take place in Brazil. The summit that's going to be focused on strengthening Kenya's climate leadership and advancing discussions ahead of global negotiations. Key highlights include plans for Kenya's participation in future climate conferences, the promotion of the carbon credit bill, and the call for more tree planting in support of environmental sustainability. Suzanne Locho now reports.
Kenya's road to the 30th United Nations Climate Change Conference COP30 has officially begun as Nairobi sets the stage with the 2025 Climate Action Summit. A gathering of minds from policymakers to young innovators, all focused on turning climate talks into climate action. Amid rising global temperatures and shifting seasons, the summit calls for urgency, not just in policy but practice.
Rivers within the city have been murky and turbid all these years. So the current administration saw it fit to have a commission that is whose major role, if I can summarize the role of the commission, is to act as a coordinator, to bring all the players together, because we have so many entities, CSOs, governments, all of them have been working on these rivers, but there is no much change.
Inside the discussion, the role of Parliament stood out, shaping laws that anchor Kenya's response to climate change.
Kenya is actually, as it stands, in the forefront in terms of putting in the proper legislative foundational laws that have been put in place. And not only that, even the action itself. That is the reason why we have many young people here, because this is the engine that is going to secure their future of climate, mitigating the climate changes that are happening globally.
Even as the world prepare for COP30 in Brazil, Kenya is already looking ahead with plans to establish a Kenya village at COP31, which will be held in Australia.
I think when we will be heading to COP31, we are looking forward to be able to create a Kenyan village where all the actors in our country will be on one space, in one village, speaking one language, and particularly on the actions that we'll have been able to take.
The youth are therefore urged to shift from protest to policy with new initiatives to support young researchers and innovators.
This summit that is ongoing, it has been able to bring representation of a very huge number of youth from across the country, and these youth actually represent the community voices in the grassroots and the different initiatives that they are doing.
A call has been made on the government to channel more resources toward youth-led initiatives that turns ideas into real impact.
So these capacity building efforts, I keep on pushing for co-development, co-implementation, co-creation, and this is very critical that we are having these platforms where we can voice out as youth and we can actually be heard and actually participate or contribute to the development of this country in the nexus of climate change.
With new initiatives set to support young researchers, the message is clear. Kenya's climate story is being rewritten by a generation ready to act, innovate and lead the change. Suzanne Locho for TV 47 Green Fix.